What's up guys? Welcome back to another One Punchman, the strongest YouTube video. For today's content, we are going to be making a team composition video, which I will be telling you the different composition or team composition in the game, which will be good in terms of PvP or PVE. But then again, this is based on in mid game, but of course, I will explain also early team composition in the game that we have, especially for those newbies out there. But of course, let's start with those lineups that you easily get in the early stages. So I will be starting with having Genus, which of course the first SR you are going to get. Where is Genus? I forgot his picture, guys. But then again, he is already 5 star. So of course guys, your Genus will be the first SR in your team. But then again, you will get Amai for free. And of course, you might get GB, Genus, Hellish if you paid in the game. And of course, there is one other, of course, you get Moomin early on in the game. So this lineup might be the best lineup in the game if you are a free to play player, but then again there is the chance that you might be getting AS or wait, AS or even a CE early on in the game. But this will depend on how much you re-rolled, but and of course how lucky you are in the early stages of the game. So this might be your account early on the game, which is pretty amazing, and then you can just switch up your characters early to mid game if you get a lot of SRs, especially with Sky King. You might get Genus early on, Amai, Genus, BK. So those are the best SSR I can recommend to you. But then again, there is always combo, which is amazing in a DOT team, which would entail you that the more rounds is in, the more damage you give or you inflict to the enemy. So let's start, of course, in the middle. Right now, the meta lineups that we might have. So let's start with what I have, guys. It is a one round burst team actually, that is the team that I have composed on this account. So this might not be possible to you if you are another free to play player, but then again there's a big chance that you have luck just like me. So of course I have TT 4 star, Atomic Samurai for 4 star, Child Emperor as core, and GB as another DPS. And then I got two frontline characters, which is TTM for as a tank, and Sky King also, which is also a tank. But Sky King is good. Why? Again, I keep telling you guys, Sky King is an amazing SR because of that boost for this lineup. But then again, there are plenty more lineups out there. So I'm going to explain how this team composition works. Basically, your CE must attack first, and then with his passive, after he acts, or he maybe normal attacks or even uses his ultimate, then there is a percentage that he will give you additional energy. But then again, it is based on the crit that he makes. So if he crits, you get additional energy, but if not, that is a big factor. Of course, after he hits, there is a buff which he increases the power or battle, or I mean the power of the characters which are in the same row as him. But in this lineup, in this case, Atomic Samurai and Terrible Tornado, which are both amazing AOE characters in the game right now. So first, let me explain Atomic Samurai. Atomic Samurai deals like 100% damage to all, and then there is 50% chance to shatter the enemy, And then we have here our Tatsumami, which is also an AoE character that has a 50% injury, to inflict injury in, of course, the main target and the target that is near the main target. So he deals a lot of damage. She deals a lot of damage. Then again, we have Golden Ball for a finisher damager. So of course, everyone might say that maybe Golden Ball should go first and then Atomic Samurai should go first. But of course, based on how I created this team, because of the passive of Golden Ball, it is better for Atomic Samurai to hit the team and inflict the shatter to everyone. For Golden Ball to have additional chances or to have additional chances to those who did not or who did not inflict shatter to the enemy, which means that every time there is a shatter character, there is an increase of damage because of the passive of Golden Ball. So my tank is of course a TTM, which is amazing, but then again I would prefer a CK because it would be helpful for me. But of course, this team is good for the Hero Arena. So let's move on. And of course, let us talk about a DOT team, which is pretty amazing in the mid game right now and useful in terms of Institute. So first of all, I don't have CK. Basically, I don't have CK, DSK, but I will just tell you guys, if you are watching this, you will get how I explain things. So let's see if we can just put CK as Beast King. So Beast King is CK, guys. So Beast King is CK. Let's just pretend that Beast King is CK. And then let's pretend TTM is DSK. So this is already good lineup. And then you use Genus as a healing or as a core. And then you put your combo. And then you can always use a Subterranean King as for a duelist. And then you can choose if you will put a, wait, I don't have Vaccine Man to write. Oh my god, I forgot. You can choose to put a Vaccine Man or a Boros, which is free, which is pretty amazing lineup. So you can do it like this. So CK, DSK, Janus, Subterranean King, Boros, Combo. Or if you really want a very very strict DOT team, then you can change Boros to like a Vaccine Man, which is pretty amazing. And then I think there are no more other characters. Of course, we know that Messenger is a corrosion, but then again, he is not that great. Combo has much more potential than Messenger dude. And then mostly this is the best lineup in PVE in terms of DOT, which means your core might be Genus or of course DSK if you have him. But then again, this depends on you, bro, as you can just use DSK with tank, as you can use CK with tank top with a Genus core. You can just, and then you can just switch tank top with DSK, then use a DSK core depending on the situation, especially with the team that I have earlier, a one round AoE base burst team composition. So that is really a hard counter towards that lineup. But of course, right now, what this account is doing is just one, well, I think it does what lineup I did or what I composed. So let us wait. Why is this not? Of course, you put this here. CEAS, TTM, and Golden Ball. So let's try out this lineup. So actually, guys, shout out to Lywis, who is already a 1.9 million dude. I don't know if I can still defeat him, but of course, let us try to attack him. So let us see, guys. I will explain how the battle goes. So as you can see, Wait, why can't I post it? So as you can see guys, my CE started and then he boosted Atomic Samurai and TT, and TT deals a lot of damage which shattered the three front lines, and then my Tatsumaki deals 800, almost a million damage, and then as you can see my Golden Ball will inflict his ultimate, and there is additional damage as you can see. But then again, this lineup might kill me right now. I don't know. Yeah, I think he might kill me immediately. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh my god! Lewis, you're so amazing! But let's see how I deal with I mean lower BP lineups. So for example, like this dude Kotas, shout out to you brother. As you can see, I have shattered, inflicted, energy, boost, ultimate, then inflicted with shatter, 3 persons. Ultimate by Tatsumaki. There's a chance, of course, both are injured. As you can see, 3 is injured. And then my golden ball will do his attack. And there we go. Pop, pop. There's a lot of popping happening. And then that is basically how this team works, guys. So guys, team composition is pretty amazing. There are plenty of characters out there. There is, of course, the main meta right now is a DOT team and of course a one burst team. And just for an additional reference, I will just tell you what my lineup is in terms of club challenge, and then I will let you rate it if it is good or not. So basically, this is my lineup in terms of Giryu. I will not explain because tomorrow I will be making a guide or a tip in club challenge video which will provide you information on how to deal a lot of damage in the club boss and what club leaders or members should do if you are going to push to defeat Giryu, which we have already done yesterday. So of course guys, that is all I can say. Thank you guys for your continued support. But then again, I invite you all to join our YouTube community Discord. So please guys, if you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you on my next video, and I will talk to you in our Discord. So thank you guys and goodbye.